Hey everybody, welcome to G4G on YouTube. I'm Napalm Dawn, and today we're going to have a little bit of a talky video. Not much action on the screen, so you can certainly go ahead and listen to this one in more podcast mode than paying attention to the visuals. So, we have two topics to talk about today, and they are orbiting Twitch. One of which I think is kind of unfortunate, and the other one is just a stupid take. So, the first thing we need to talk about is Alex Hutchinson, a dev who works on a project over at Stadia for Google, has tweeted out two things. Streamers worried about getting their content pulled because they use music they didn't pay for should be more worried by the fact that they're streaming games they didn't pay for as well. It's all gone as soon as publishers decide to enforce it. The real truth is that streamers should be paying the developers and publishers of the games they stream. They should be buying a license like any real business and paying for the content they use. Okay, Boomer Nintendo. That's how you're coming across over here, King Boomer of Nintendo. In case you haven't heard, Nintendo, told some adult adjacent streamer, Poke Queen or something like that, you got to change your name and remove all association to Pokemon. I think because she did some adult level stuff, but this is such a boomer take over here, and that's somebody coming who is smack dab in between boomers and millennials. I'm the child of a boomer. So I am millennial adjacent, I'm boomer adjacent, I'm Gen X. This is a real fucking boomer take over here. I'm just going to say it right now. Fuck this guy. This is such a stupid tweet and idea. I want to draw your attention to DJs, because I think a DJ is the most comparable thing you could talk about adjacent to this. A DJ, and we're going to say everybody's on the up and up over here. The Twitch streamer and the DJ, we're going to say everybody's doing what they need to do to own things legally. So a DJ goes out to a record store like you would see in an early 2000s movie, like the one with Jack Black and John Cusack. High Fidelity, okay? You go to a record store and you grab a Bootsy Collins record and you pay for it, and then you go home and you pack up your DJ equipment and you go out to a club, you go out to a birthday party, you go out to a graduation party, you go out to some rich people's party who are getting a shindig together for their kid, a Tiffany Trump party as we saw a couple weeks ago, and you spin that record and you get paid for that event. What else are you going to pay as the DJ? So you haul the equipment, you purchase the turntables, you purchase the speakers, you purchase the wiring, you purchase the record legally, you spun that Bootsy Collins record in the middle of that event, and you got paid by the venue people, the people who hired you, and you go home and you got that fat cash in your hand. What more do you need to do? Nothing. So why does this idiot think you need to do more for that if you're a gamer streaming it on Twitch and you're making money off it because Twitch partnered you, so Twitch pays you? I will never get partnered all the way on Twitch because I'm never going to have 75 viewers on my streams. Maybe. The audience that I reach here on YouTube certainly could, foot that. But I've never had that amount. I never will. Okay, that's fine. So, but a Shroud, a Ninja, PewDiePie, CaseyTron, all these people, do you honestly think CaseyTron should go out there and get a license from Riot Games to stream League of Legends when Shroud or Ninja or any of those guys, CohhCarnage, Game Streamer House, when they take a game that's brand new and just dropped that night and paid $60 to own that game, paid to own that console, paid to own that computer, and paid for a camera, paid for a microphone, paid for a good enough computer that can stream. Maybe did the setup that Annie Munition mentioned she does for hers, and a lot of other higher level streamers do, where they have a gaming computer where they play the games on it that HDMIs the stream out to a editing computer, which then encodes the stream and puts it out there on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, so that the gaming computer is strictly dedicated to the gaming and does nothing with the streaming. It just duplicates the display out to a capture card on a different computer, and that one gets the work offboarded to it to do the encoding and all of that. So that's a ridiculous setup. I had a Razer Kaio camera that I got specifically for videos and streaming that has a nice ring light on it, but the GeForce Experience, which you see here, would never recognize that as a USB camera. So I couldn't put it as part of my overlays, so that means Twitch was affected, YouTube was affected. I had to use the Windows Camera app. Well, I went out and got a good Logitech camera that I know is recognized, and I've changed that up. So that's another purchase that I have done to stream and make videos, along with this good Yeti mic over here and this arm, this swing arm that holds the Yeti mic in my face, and this computer that's capable. Like, what a fucking ridiculous take this guy has. He has no concept of what it is to actually go so far as to get paid good money when you stream on Twitch or make YouTube content. And if I paid $60 to get Destiny 2, and Destiny 2 has a bit of a different pricing thing now, but let's say it was before Bungie split from Activision, okay? If I paid $60 to own Destiny 2, and then I paid another $15, $10 to own an expansion like Shadowkeep or Beyond Light, and I dedicated hours into building up a good armory so that when I got into PvP, I didn't get my butthole pushed in, and I could actually kill things. And I went and streamed it as a high-level Destiny 2 PvP or a raider in Destiny 2 for PvE and everything. I owe you more money? I owe, at that time, Activision Blizzard more money? I owe Bungie more money? I owe Steam and Bungie now more money than I've already shelled out? For this, and this take here, that they didn't pay for it, is ridiculous. We're paying out our goddamn teeth to do these things. And he thinks more should be done, which is ridiculous. And then the funny, ironic thing is, he's like, anyway, hop online and stream some Fall Guys. Like, are you deliberately walking face first into this wall? Because that's my reaction right here. And then he's like, amazing to me that people are upset at someone saying that the creators of content should be allowed to make some of the money from other people using that content for profit. No. That's why you buy the game. Like, you are making the game for your development house to be purchased, and that's it. To go further and reach into somebody's house and wallet and request more money is ridiculous. Again, the DJ thing. You have licensing to use music in a way that makes money. You do have to buy that license and that item. But that's not what you do for, like, DJing. If you are a public person, if you're a politician, for example, Reagan. When Reagan used Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen in his campaign trail, I mean, it was laughable because Born in the USA is not a positive USA song. It's about all the hardships of, like, Pennsylvania and steel country and everything like that. And he used it as a patriotic song, which it is patriotic, but it's not happy patriotic. It's like, we need to fix this shit patriotic. You have politicians now that are wielding DMCA and licensing and everything like that. I mean, there was somebody who in recent couple of years has used Tom Petty, who has used Prince, who has used Nickelback, and gotten popped for all of it, whether that person got hate from the artist or the artist family, or actually got a Twitter takedown strike issued against them because Nickelback said, we're not part of this, and that's our stuff. You didn't do what you need to do. Pop. Now, the thing is, that is still equivalent to the DJ, because when you want to use that on your campaign trail, you want to use that in a Twitter video, you do have to pay for it. You can't just go to YouTube and rip Temple of the Dog Hunger Strike and use it in a campaign video. You do have to pay for it. But the thing is, you've paid for it once, you've done the one thing you need to do, and then it's over. This guy wants a continued piece of bullshit. This guy needs to be dragged through the town square over a cobblestone road attached to a rusty bumper, because this is such a stupid take, and it's greedy too. It is ridiculously greedy. How much adaptation to the modern world do these dev houses need to do? It's already bad enough that they rake us over the coals for loot boxes, free-to-play level gambling, DLCs that are ridiculously expensive, marketplace skins, and emotes and name places like in Marvel's Avengers. Yes, you can earn the credits, but the beta totally fooled everybody. It made it seem like the credits flowed like wine, and then you get the live version and it's just in a complete uphill struggle to earn credits at all times. We have so much that reaches through our mouth and out our anus holes right into our pockets for games lately, and this guy wants to make it worse. Now, what he's referring to was the big hoopla, the hootenanny, the slobber knocker that happened at the end of last week when Twitch said, hey guy, listen, we got a bunch of RIAA takedown notifications for content on your channel because you played some music. One of those days you had Temple of the Dog's Hunger Strike playing. We're not going to tell you what song it was. We're not going to tell you what video it was. We won't tell you the section of the video that we're talking about. We're just going to tell you, fix your shit or you're losing your channel. And everybody went, what? Hi? Can I be told what video is an issue? Can you tell me what section of a video? Like, wait a minute. Is it a clip? Is it a video on demand? Like, what? Huh? And that was it. Because apparently these notifications had been building up since June. A sudden influx of DMCA takedown requests for clips with background music from 2017 to 19 that Twitch said in June it had received. And then they got a huge shotgun blast this summer where they got sent 1,800 in June, whereas previously it was only receiving about 700 total in 3 years. Why Twitch is allowed to operate is safe harbor, which means, hey guys, I'm big ass Twitch. I take no responsibility for anybody on my platform running Temple of the Dog's Hunger Strike on the background of a Hades stream. Not my fault, but, by the way, you could go screw over that guy who was doing it, and we'll get rid of his channel, just to make sure that we're in compliance with that. Sitting on a massive pile of notifications to deal with it one time over the course of months doesn't really qualify as quick by any measure, so Twitch found a way to act in bulk. A representative for Twitch confirmed to Kotaku that the company went for a mass action because it was dealing with thousands of backlogged infringement notifications from the holders of music rights. Now that they're caught up, they're going to do it on normal. So, you, me, Shroud, Ninja, Dr. Disrespect, although not anymore, Casey Tron, PewDiePie, anybody, is going to get a notification that somewhere in their history They had a song that got flagged. They're not going to tell you. You got to get rid of it. That's it. So what people were doing is they were deleting their whole library. They were taking the bookshelf, sticking the hand in it, and just like across the bar at the end of the night, sweeping all the glass and shot glasses and peanuts onto the floor. Because they have no way of knowing what to do. I mean, back in 2015-16 when I was streaming MAA on Twitch, I ran Pandora, I ran YouTube, I ran my Sirius. I ran music a lot. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. Just recently I did an Eddie Van Halen memorial stream because I did a Scott Weiland memorial stream back when he passed away. And it was MAA, and I, streamed Scott Weiland music, Velvet Revolver, Stone Temple Pilots. I just recently did a Van Halen stream to honor him. Being a guitarist, we always look up to Eddie Van Halen when you're a guitarist. So, I have a limited library, but I still don't know what particular day I would need to delete out of my history if I got one of these. And if I pick wrong, what if I picked the Eddie Van Halen day because it seemed obvious, but maybe one other day, YouTube was running in the background really, really low, and I wasn't really paying attention, and a Tom Petty song, a David Matthews song, a Dream Theater song got flagged. I introduced my stream to Dream Theater at the end of last week and told them a story about Dream Theater that I had. Maybe that's the one, but I picked the Eddie Van Halen episode, and now I have no channel on Twitch because I picked the wrong one. Ridiculous. Shroud, I believe, was the guy who said, we screwed up. Hey, streamers, we fucked up. We should have been unified about this, and we weren't. We allowed ourselves to get scared. We essentially got cease and desist level notices. We all panicked. We all went, well, I don't want to lose my channel, and we just purged the recycle bin. And now we did all this work when really we should have put up a unified front. What he was trying to say is, if we had just told Twitch, no, you're not going to screw with us like this. You are not going to take down our channel by giving us these vague notices. If you're not going to tell us the video, if you're not going to tell us the section of the video, if you are going to be completely vague and ephemeral with these notifications, fuck you, we boycott. We all sit here and say, no, we're not going to do it. You want to ban our channels and you want to lose the revenue that we bring you, you're screwed. Because I can bring me somewhere else. I could go over to YouTube and stream there, and my followers will follow me. My 1 million Twitch viewers will follow me to YouTube, so I will still have my money. You won't, because you will be without me, and you will be without 20 out of the 25 top streamers, because we're all unified. You're not giving us tools. You're not helping. Big middle finger. Sex Pistols, fuck you. We're out if you don't do this. And Shroud's like, we didn't do it. We're screwed. Now we have no grounds to stand on because everybody's deleted their stuff. And that's it. And Shroud is right. People... But it's also his fault because he did it late. He said it like Saturday when all this stuff was going down like Thursday and Friday. I encountered it because I was flipping through Twitch to watch high-level Hades content, and Co-Carnage was streaming it, and he was the one talking about it because he was saying about he had somebody who was going through his backlog and was wiping stuff out, and maybe some things would be able to survive that he knew wouldn't be an issue, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, some of this stuff is absolutely ridiculous. On YouTube, I got popped for, I think it's this. So I ran, yes, it is this. So I had Unstolen Jewel running on a video that had some World of Warcraft content on it from TBC, the Uncorrupting of the Ashbringer Crystal. And I ran this song over here. And it was a good video, got a lot of hits. And over the years, people still kept coming back to it. And one time, YouTube sent me a notification that the content was claimed. It was claimed by 3 women doing a church choir that used part of this song, the kind of choir voice part of this song that's towards the end, and they did it in church. And I wrote YouTube back. I said, you got to be kidding me. The only person who can claim this track is the composer who licensed it to be used by Square. This composer is the only one who can claim this, not some church group. And I got the claim thrown out because it was fucking ridiculous, but like that's the kind of shit that you faced with DMCA and YouTube and Twitch and everything like that. And for this guy to have this take, now I want to remind this guy here, Alex Fuckinson, AOC went on Twitch at the end of last week, middle of last week, and streamed Among Us with people. She put up some of Twitch's biggest numbers in history. It may have even been record-setting, if I remember correctly. That, do you know how much how much PR that is, how much marketing that is for the Among Us game and devs and everybody tied to that game? They probably created so much money for Among Us at that point when AOC did that stream. And this guy thinks we should pay. Like, if you worked on Among Us, how would you feel when AOC played your game on Twitch, generated 3 million viewers, and then a whole bunch of people were like, oh, she made this game sound cool. Like, I want to go out and get this. And 200 people out of that million decide to buy your game right then and there. Because AOC streamed it. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. Dude, you're a half-wit. You're absolute half-wit. And it's such a ridiculous boomer take that people need to pay for their consoles, for their computers, for their adjacent streaming devices and everything. Maybe an Elgato, some kind of a streaming box to stream from a console to their PC. Pay for the game, pay for the DLCs, pay for the free-to-pay content and everything like that. The Engram Exchange Shop in Destiny 2 or whatever. And then still pay you more because they're streaming it on Twitch and then making ad revenue and everything. Like, fuck you. And then to sit there and say, well, I don't understand why people are getting upset about it. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. What are you, 70? With a foot in the grave? How's that steak and potatoes for dinner feel every night? With your black coffee and buttered toast in the morning. And your wife in a hoop skirt. I'm so mad at this take. This you can't really get mad at, but you could be damn pissed that Twitch didn't handle it right, and you could be damn pissed that this is the way the DMCA and the RIAA is organized. There's a lot of hate to go around on this one. This is laser focused, and this is just stupid. I can't imagine what people really should think that they would agree to this. I mean, I would never cancel or censor anybody who feels the way that he would. It seems so stupid with what we have to pay nowadays as gamers to then have to get a license for it too. When a DJ buys a record, goes to a club, spins the record, collects the fee, goes home and sleeps. Like, what? A restaurant pays for ESPN Plus, pays for the pay-per-view through Spectrum or Cox or Joe Blow's cable service. What more do they need to do to stream UFC 250 that Saturday night in the restaurant other than pay for the one-time shot of it? You now need to pay to stream it to your restaurant patrons because people buy your beer and wings while they're there? Fuck you, buddy. Really. Anyway, I'm out. Let me know what you think about this one. I'm really interested. Take care, everybody.